everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I thank you for being here as always. I have thoroughly enjoyed the engagement with you all with regard to your comments and just looking forward to just continuing to share this fashion journey with you. Today is a little bit different, as you can tell from the title. I am reviewing a handbag and I am also sharing a new skirt that I purchased. But I'm going to start with this handbag from Teddy Blake. So I received an email a couple of weeks ago from the Teddy Blake organization, and they asked if I would review a handbag. So I did have the option of picking the handbag that I wanted from a ton of choices. I have seen Teddy Blake's bags online before and always thought the bag was nice, but did not know a lot about the brand. This video is not sponsored. It is for me to review the bag, so I will be giving my assessment of what I think the bag offers. So I'm going to share that. I'm going to show the contents of the box itself, and I am going to give a review of the bag, but I'm going to sit down for that. So this is the first part of it, and then we'll get further into the video as normal. So I received this really large box. The great thing about the bag that I received is that it was a bag of my choosing, and decided on this particular one. So this is a very large box. It is a very nice box. I do like boxes. And once it is open, there is Teddy Blake, New York here. And it's designer handbags made in Italy, luxury leather. Teddy Blake is a luxury brand that has much lower prices than your traditional luxury high-end exclusive handbags. Each Teddy Blake handbag has been made with you in mind to be an extension of your unique style and flatter your every fashion choice. So the bag I chose because I felt like for my day-to-day or for my personal use, it will be most complimentary to my wardrobe. So this is the box, and the good thing about the box is I'll be able to reuse that. So it came nicely packaged and in plastic. It also came in already in the dust cover, which is nice. I typically don't use the dust covers because I like to see my things, but it does come with the dust cover that has drawstrings. I do like that. And this is the bag that I chose. So I'm just giving you a sneak peek of it right now, but we're going to do a close-up of it so that I can introduce you to Teddy Blake if you're not familiar with it already. So this actually comes with this attachment. It's detachable. It's a little lock, and it comes with the little key holder there. So there are two keys in there. I don't particularly think that I will see a reason to have that. I think it looks a lot more sleek without it. So I wouldn't put that on there, although you can. It also comes with the shoulder strap. I'm reasonably sure I'm not going to use the shoulder strap with this. I think it's far too nice to have it as a crossbody. I think it's a lot more chic to just carry it with the top handle. But that is for my preference, of course. But you do have the option of having it with the strap and using it as a crossbody. So that's how that's going to look. Here is the bag. And when I first received the email, I was very surprised. And I had to do some research. So I researched it a little bit to, one, make sure the email was authentic, but also to get a bit more information about the company Teddy Blake. So, like I said, I have seen the handbags online. I thought they were very impressive, and I love the structure of it. I love a structured bag, and the design here I thought was most suitable for my day-to-day. And The back has a pocket. I would probably put my cell phone there. I don't do much typically with the back zipper. And it has the croc design. Now, I also like that even though it has the Teddy Blake logo on it, it is not in your face. I do like the subtlety, though it's on the front and the back as well. I do like the subtlety of the display there. And this is it from the side. And it also has feet. I do like that detail. I've mentioned that before. Overall, in terms of the handle, I do like a top handle on the bag, and it also has the Teddy Blake inscribed there on the handle, and it's a little bit weighted. Has a little bit of weight to it. So you're gonna, before you start off, allow for the fact that what you're gonna put in, of course, is gonna make it much heavier. But I do just overall like the look of it. I think it's very sleek. I think it has a classic look to it. And with regard, and this was one thing when I first saw the bag, even seeing it online from other people, I wasn't sure what these were doing. And a lot of times I saw people with it, these were not locked in. And if there is a negative about the bag for me, I think it probably is this, because it takes a little bit more than just closing it. So it does have the flap, but the interior is very, very spacious, and it also has a pocket there. The one thing I do like about the interior is that the lining is attached, so it's not something that's gonna come, you can grab and pull away from the sides. It is actually just an open area, and the lining itself, I think it gives more flexibility with regard to how you use it. So the lining is not going to move. So I do like that, and it feels kind of suede-like in there. So with regard to it closing, it has the enclosure here. So these two just kind of pop on there, and just kind of locks it in. So that was one thing I didn't think I would like that much. I'm still not sure about that. But I do like the bag. I like that the detail on the stitching is very kind of hidden. I mean, I know it's there. And for that part of it, it's not glued. It actually is stitched. So I do like that. So that should make it more durable, in my opinion. Also on the handle, that's how that is attached. And there's also stitching around in the other areas, and it blends in with the leather. So I'm actually do love that part of it. So the other great thing about that I found with regard to just going through the website is that there are a ton of styles that are Teddy Blake, and there were about 87 options or so when I was trying to decide. It took me a couple of days, and I really just wanted to give it a lot of thought, because for a complimentary bag, I really wanted to choose something that, not just because it was a free bag, I wanted something that I really was going to use. And at this price point, I wanted something that I felt I was going to get a lot of wear out of, and that I felt like was going to be with me for a long time. So the great thing about what they offer is that they have new collections every month, and there are lots of styles. There's small petite bags. I chose this size. This is a 14-inch. I was looking at some of the other color options, but for this particular size, I couldn't get this size in some of the color options. And I didn't want to take a chance on getting a tiny bag that I was not going to have a lot of use for what I was looking for at this price point. So that was a big driver in terms of the size I chose. And this is a 14-inch. It's called the Ava Croc. And these are true artisans that create these handbags. So you're still getting the luxury quality with regard to the Italian leather. The bags are made in Italy. And Teddy Blake is actually headquartered in New York. And I think the designs are really, really beautiful. I think the shapes are nice. There are lots of color options. There are lots of sizes. Just a lot to choose from. And what this offers is luxury at an affordable price. As I say all the time, I like quality. I don't want to pay a lot for quality. And this, I think, if I was going to take a step into this particular price point, comparing this to some other things that I've looked at, just walking into a Macy's or just walking into a higher end store and seeing what those prices are, I think this falls very much in line with that lower end of the price point. So I think it makes it be a bit more affordable. So that's what my opinion is of this bag. Would I purchase this if I was in this price point on a regular basis? I absolutely would. I don't see anything at this point that would make me say no. Now, I haven't carried it for 3 months to know, but I feel like it's going to hold up really well. And the construction, I really like the construction. I think it's very chic, and I think this is going to complement my looks that I'm bringing day to day in a very nice way. I think it's going to last for a very long time. So take a look at the Teddy Blake website. There are some links in the description box. There's also a code. If you choose to purchase one, you get a little bit of a discount. This portion of this video is not sponsored. This was a review, my opinion of what this bag offers. So if you see something that you like there, you may be able to get a little bit of a break on the price. So this bag was something $720 or so, and I think it was discounted down to $569 for the time period in which I got it. So take a look and see if there's something that might be of use to you with regard to a Teddy Blake handcrafted Italian leather handbag. So from this point, you're going to see a little bit more of this bag because I am putting it with a couple of looks. I actually purchased a new skirt. I'm going to show you that in a few looks. And I have new gloves. I'm going to show you that. And we're going to bring this bag back into the looks. So stay tuned. So I was in Penny's recently and I found what is going to be a huge compliment to my wardrobe. Now, I've never owned a leather skirt. I've never owned leather pants. Just never felt what I found was what I wanted to take home. Until recently, I was in Penny's and I saw the perfect skirt with leather. Not a leather skirt per se, but it has leather on it. And when I saw it, I had an immediate outfit. So you remember this leather jacket from my thrifting video. This was thrifted, and I do love that it has the mixed blend here with the leather and the fabric. Zippered front. This is what the back looks like. So when I saw the skirt, this is what the skirt offers. And I was so very excited. It is not a full leather skirt, but it has the leather panel down the front, just enough. And these two pieces together create that. You can imagine how excited I was to find that. So that's going to be one look. And the skirt was $64, and it was on sale. I forget the sale amount. However, with the sale, and when I got to the register, there was an offering. The lady handed me some cards and said, pick one. So the one I picked was a 40% off. So I got 40% off of my total. And this was the find of the month for me. That is going to be one look. So I also wanted some new leather gloves in black. I have a pair, but I wanted a pair that has the fur on the cuff. And these are really nice. They're very soft. I really like those. Just kind kind of sleek. So you'll see once I style it all together why I kind of wanted this. This just as an extra compliment on the gloves. They're going to get lots of wear. Of course, they can be dressed up. You can wear them dressed down. But with the leather components, these are going to play in very nicely. And they were $40. I ended up paying $9.99 after the 40% discount. So those are great. I love those. And with this look, I am going to add these booties. It's a sock booty, and with all the little glam there, it's going to just kick this look up a bit. So that's look number one. Now, this skirt is focal point of this video, and we're going with another look with the same leather skirt and this suede-like blouse. Has a cute little detail here. It just kind of drapes down the side. So we're going to put that together. And with it, we're going to add these shoes. I love these shoes. They're T-strap and peep toe. And one of the reasons I love these shoes is because my husband bought them. They were one of my anniversary gifts from several years ago. And I think if I had to pick one pair of shoes from all of my collection, I think it would be these. So my handbag that I'm adding is this. So it is a leather bag, has the gold hardware, and it has the fur on the flap. So I'm putting that with this look. So we're going to do that for look number two. Still keeping the skirt. So I always suggest that when you are buying something, now granted, we can buy things that there is no plan for, but most of the time I try to buy something that there is a plan for in multiple ways. This skirt is going to get a lot of wear. So I'm putting it with a sweater. That little panel in that little bit of leather there is coming in real handy. And with that, I am adding these boots. I showed you these before. They were in the portion of the consignment portion of the thrift video. A sock booty. I love the heel height. It's ribbed. So I love that. And these were from consignment, and I'm putting these together with this look. And along with that, I'm also adding this same bag. And another look for the skirt. Starting with the basic, just basic long sleeve tee. There's nothing special about it. It's very plain. I wear it under things and just for warmth. But it's also a great layer piece. So I'm going to put it under this denim jacket. Well, it used to be a jacket. It had leather on the sleeve, and I just cut the leather off. I just went in with a very sharp scissor, as close as I could to the detail on the hem. And I just cut that leather sleeve off. It had just kind of gotten a bit worn, but it was too nice to get rid of. So I went from a jacket to a vest. So with this, I am putting all of that, and I am bringing back my leather skirt. And with this look, I am adding just a booty. Little booty is going to pull all of that look together. And I could also wear my gloves with it. Could do that. And also, I can carry my new Teddy Blake bag. We can do that. And if I wanted to, I could throw this into the mix for some interest. So that one piece, that one skirt is giving me a lot of options with regard to how I wear this one item. So I encourage you always, when you buy something new, if there is no plan, that's fine. There will be one soon. But if you can process while you're in the moment as to whether or not it's a great buy, how many outfits can you see yourself making with the one skirt? Now, one thing I do have to do with this skirt is I need to taper it a little bit. My waist is smaller, so a lot of things I do have to taper. Not a big deal. We got straight seams here that's easy to work with to make it more fitted in the waist, but I'm going to love wearing this skirt. So stay tuned for the looks.
Yeah.